According to a new CBS News poll, the Democratic convention did give Clinton a 5-point bump in the percentage of voters who find her honest and trustworthy. But, Elaine, that still only puts her at 34%, 1 in 3 voters, and that's still 2 points behind Donald Trump.
So, Nancy, we'll get back to our latest poll. But first, Warren Buffett went after Trump Monday while campaigning for Clinton in Omaha. Let's listen to that.
You will learn a whole lot more about Donald Trump if he produces his income tax return. And so that's why I'd like to make him an offer. An offer I hope he can't refuse. So I will meet him in Omaha or Mar-a-Lago, or he can pick the place anytime between now and election. I'll bring my return, he'll bring his return. We're both under audit. And believe me, nobody's going to stop us from talking about what's on those returns. And send the word to him, if you will.
Okay, another billionaire versus billionaire matchup here. Nancy, how effective of a surrogate might Buffett be?
Well, he's a pretty well-respected billionaire, and so he's able to make the case that Donald Trump isn't necessarily the businessman that he claims. He went on to say in that speech, Elaine, that he doesn't know any other businessman who brags about the number of times that he has gone bankrupt. It's no accident that Hillary Clinton is in Omaha with Warren Buffett just a few days after her convention, the Monday after. It's not because there are a whole bunch of electoral votes up for grabs in Nebraska. There are exactly 2 and really only 1 that she has a shot at. No, it's more because she wants to stand up there with one of the nation's most well-respected businessmen who can make the case on her behalf that Donald Trump isn't going to do for the economy what he says he can. This is the one area that our polling shows she really significantly trails behind Donald Trump. It's about creating jobs. It's about being in charge of the economy. So her campaign believes that if they can appear with Warren Buffett, if they can appear with Mark Cuban, as they did over the weekend in his hometown of Pittsburgh, if Michael Bloomberg can speak at the convention, if they can bring all these billionaires, as you pointed out, to kind of array themselves against Trump and argue that he'd actually be bad for the economy, then they think that they can kind of chip away at his biggest argument.
Well, now back to that latest CBS poll. Clinton went into the convention dogged by her email controversy. And as you mentioned, she saw an improvement in her honest and trustworthiness numbers after the convention, but is still behind Donald Trump. How is her campaign working to improve those numbers?
Well, they're working to shine a light on Donald Trump's problems with accuracy. Hillary Clinton said over the weekend that he's not a normal candidate. She doesn't know where the bottom is when it comes to Donald Trump. Certainly they know that this is a problem that she has, and that no question about her emails is going to end up going well for her, and yet she's still going to have to continue to sit for interviews. And it's surprising that she hasn't changed her answer by now, because every time she gives an answer along these lines, journalists point out that she's being overly legalistic, and that what she's saying is not entirely accurate. But it appears that they've decided to just take the hit, and that it would look worse if she changed her answer at this point.
Well, Nancy, overall, Clinton exited the conventions in a stronger position than she entered them. How is she working to sustain that bounce? What demographics, which groups is she targeting?
Well, our polling shows that she's doing incredibly well among minorities. I think it showed that she had something like 87% of African Americans to Donald Trump's 1%. So the group that they are really going after now is white working class voters. She's doing better among college-educated whites than Barack Obama was 4 years ago. So she's in pretty good shape with that group. She's not going to win white working class voters, white non-college educated voters. But if she can at least close the gap, then she can, she'll be in pretty good stead against Donald Trump. And that's why you see her over the weekend going to places like Western Pennsylvania and Southeastern Ohio, to a lot of these manufacturing towns. This is Republican country. This is not the kind of place where she's likely to win a majority of the votes, but she's just trying to shore up her share of the electorate there. She trails by double digits, but if she can get it even a little bit closer, then she'll be in pretty good shape.
All right, Nancy Cordes in Washington for us. Nancy, thank you so much.
You're welcome, Elaine.